Good morning and welcome to another short devotional for Black Rock Baptist Church. We're focusing on Matthew chapter 7, verses 3 through 5 this morning, and I want to talk to you about resolving conflict. One of the most important life skills you will learn is conflict resolution. If you don't learn it, you'll spend a lot of your life being miserable. Why? Because we are imperfect people. And we have conflict almost every day of our lives. To resolve conflict, you sometimes have to make the first move. And to do that, you're going to have to ask for God's help. It takes courage to approach someone that you are in conflict with and tell them you want to sit down and work things out. Once you've taken that step, you don't start with what the other person has done wrong. You don't make accusations or a list of the ways that you've been hurt, but rather you start with what you've done wrong. You can always find something to confess. Even if the conflict is 99% the other person's fault, you can admit your part. Maybe it was your poor response or your attitude. Maybe it was the way that you walked out. You have weaknesses in your life that others clearly see, but you've never seen. Those are the blind spots. That's why you need to come to conflict resolution as a humble heart and begin with your own faults. Jesus said, "Why do you notice the piece of dust in your friend's eye, but you don't notice the big piece of wood in your own eye? You hypocrite. First, take the wood out of your own eye, then you will see clearly enough to take the dust out of your friend's eye." What's the piece of wood in your eye that's keeping you from seeing the situation clearly? Don't start with the ways the other person has hurt you until you've confessed your part of the conflict first. Did you cause conflict by being insensitive? Maybe you were overly sensitive. Did you not show compassion for the person who was hurting? Were you being overly demanding? What are your blind spots? Once you figure them out and confess them, you'll be ready for the next step in conflict resolution. God bless. Have a wonderful day. And until we meet again, let's continue to exchange prayers daily.